So basically, in 1915, the United States of America decides to, purchase a bunch of molasses from the Caribbean, but they have no place to put it, so they decide to quickly build a big tank. The place they decided to build it was no other than Boston, baby! This molasses would be used for distilling into alcohol, as well as producing munitions for, war. Inside this tank, it could hold 2.3 million gallons of molasses, which is about the size of 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools, so that's a lot of molasses. They managed to get it built in time, but because of how fast they had to build it, it was very structurally unsound. There was a lot of ominous creaking and groaning from the tank because of the molasses moving around in it. It leaked a lot to where families would go to the tank and take molasses from the leaks to bring home, and instead of covering up or patching up this tank or, making even a new one, they painted it brown to hide the leaking molasses. The day this tank decides to actually explode was on January 15th, 1919. They just previously gotten a new shipment of molasses and mixed with the new and the old molasses, and it being an unusually hot day in the middle of winter in Boston, the pressure of the tank kind of was a little off and it decided to, explode. There was reports of a big boom and the ground shaking and rivets shooting out from the tank, molasses flooding the streets, which is denser than water and a lot easier to get stuck in. It flattened the nearby buildings as well as suffocating multiple people. 11 people died directly from the flood, but 10 more people died indirectly, making the kill count of the Boston molasses flood of 1919 21. There was also, I believe, a horse or horses, and I believe a dog that also died because of this. To clean this all up, they just kind of hosed it all down into the Boston harbor and kind of threw some sand on it and said, woohoo! But when it's all said and done, accountants no longer can overlook blueprints or building projects without a contractor's approval, as well as other laws that make sure that this never happens again or anything a lot more devastating.